Igbo ndị mana ege mmenti akele kwa mụrụ ife na fa video da n'akụkụ ebe a na-enene ya nene bi ya video anụ akịta nene ya ka ifo a na-asị na ihe ndị like iji ihe mee ebe ọzọ ewetele ndị ba ihe ka because a na-ekwu okwu sị na nwa na nwere nne na nna fụ ebe mmụọ onye ọzọ na-adụ nwa onye ọzọ dole a na-amụta ihe mere ebe ọzọ ka nna like iji wee mee gịnị wee na-esendele ndị be anyị meseji si gị na ọ bụrụ na nna eme ya ka m kwugide ndị be anyị nọ nna eme ya ka sendele ndị be anyị si gị na gwakwa ha na gịnị mee ka anyị chant because there is fire on the mountain. Vidio akịta na-akwado inene this onwe wee ngo emere okwuru okwu ka o wee kwuo maka ka ndị a ji wee chọọ take over Nigeria. Video ahụ nene kịta ọ dịrọkwa ihe afịọ dị common mana ọ dịrọ common. Take for example ịpụta na ịgagide one day ịpụta na Government House Anambra, White House Anambra, ị na-afụzi Sani Abacha House. Imagine how you will feel. Or nọkata ị na-afụ Nnamdi Azikiwe University ka ọ bụzi Alhaji Abubakar University. This is what happened to Kwara State kita. As I'm talking to you now, Kwara State Government House has been renamed to Ahmadu Bello House. Unagata ihe na-aga on. The reason why nje wele ihe na-eme bụ ọzọ esendele ndị by signal because na from the all reports na for on ground our people yenye ha serious resistance. That is why ha na-ebigodo ụzọ megine na atakọlọ ndị ya agbatala ndị by ọsọ enyemaka despite the fact they will not do much. Despite the fact they will not do much. Mana the only two things I do about na buy. Two things I do invade in the buy. One, be in the buy. Two, be ego. Because that in the buy is what we call fear. Fear. Because an average Igbo man na ya ha chọkọ ọnwa hapụ ndị papụl onye ka ya zụrụ ụmụ ya onye ya zụrụ ụmụazị ya. Then ego. Because ama ihe ọbụla anyị na-eme na buy na ego na-adị involve. Chike baby meet onye ọnwụ ọka ya for the first time mmadụ ekpọrọ 50 million kpenye gị. Sị gị ngwa relocate obodo ebe na anyị na-abịa kpamkpamkpa ebe a in 3 months time or in 5 months time. Onye ahụ awa abịazi egwu take over. Ya na-agwa kịta bụ kosi ka nna apịa unu. So na the video nwanne anyị nwoke me biko o mee ya na English before na asị m sụwa English biko no na this video ka ọ dịkwa.
When I'm talking about Islamization agenda, you think you know better than me. You think most of us have been shouting and talking and trying to sensitize Nigerians about the Islamization agenda of these Fulani jihadists. You think you know better. And some of you in the West, from the Yoruba land, are so foolish that you think the people from the North, the jihadists, because they call Allah Akbar, you think we are the same. No. So I'm tired of the folly of Nigerians. Our foolishness knows no bound. Your foolishness knows no bound. That's when we should rise up and speak with one, as one, with one voice. You think it's between Christian Muslim, and you play politics and you play ethnic cards with it. You all are foolish. I'm telling you. You think you know better. Between today is Thursday. Between Monday and today, over 300 people have been annihilated, have been unalived in Nigeria. And nobody has done anything reasonable about it. You think you know better? When I tell you of Islamization agenda, you think you know better than me, isn't it? You all are foolish. Fulanis went to Woro village in Kwara State, which most of the people actually are Muslims. But because they have been preaching, they were preaching to them to accept Sharia as a governing law against the Nigerian constitution. Sharia as a governing law against the Nigerian constitution. And the people rejected. And the people said no, they would rather stick to the Nigerian constitution and be covered by the Nigerian constitution instead of Sharia. And even though most of these people are even Muslims, they executed. They don't just fall like them. They tie their hands behind their back in one village, tie their hands behind their backs. What you do to criminals, they tie their hands behind their backs and executed them. Over 200 of them. Now, of course, the media say 170. If media tell you 170, I've always told you, divide that number by 2, then add on top of it. So there are over 200 and something people that were executed because they refused Sharia law. And I told you the other time in my video when I was explaining the pattern of Islamization. when I was explaining the sequence, the stages of Islamization. Number one is that they're moving. They're either moving by migration or they're moving by invasion. Number two, they occupy government positions. And when they begin to occupy government positions, they begin to vow for, different stuff like that. Number three, they begin to multiply. And when they multiply to a certain number, then number four, they implement Sharia. And the moment you accept Sharia, then jihad will happen. And Nigeria presently, 12 states are practicing Sharia. 12 states. And if you think those people carrying these atrocities and carrying those guns at the minute, you are wasting your time, because the people that are backing them up are the two people that are up high there. They are religious leaders, the oligarchs in the north, the politicians, most of them in the military, that are backing them up. They don't come up, but they are supporting it. They want to turn Nigeria to a Turkey. They want to turn Nigeria to a Lebanon. They want to turn Nigeria to a Jordan. They want to turn Nigeria to an Egypt. And we keep shouting this thing every day. Wow, over 200 people executed like that, and we are going about our businesses as proper people with no consequence whatsoever. You think you know better than me, isn't it? I keep talking of Islamization agenda, but you think I'm foolish. Not knowing that you are the one that is foolish. For the Yoruba people, I warn you again, be careful. See, I've told you before, in that video I told you, I said the Igbo land will be the most difficult. But what they're going to use in the Igbo land is money, because they understand, see, the devil always tells you with what you like most. They know the Igbo people like money. And you find that they are allergic to begin to woo their people, they begin to marry their daughters with money, they begin to settle their souls with money, and because of that, Islam will enter. But it will take a long time. So what they do is, they start conquering from the north, and then when they spread to the west, because it will be easy to spread into the west than to the southeast. And then from the west now, the conquer, now you see their activity in Kwara is very, very, it's very evident now. Their activity in Kwara is evident. Their activities in Kwara is effective. Guess why they are going less? No. You think it's Igbo land or it's South? No, they are entering on your state. And they are already in the forest of your present, as I'm telling you. Information which means they are already in the forest of your, they'll spread to. And from there, you think you are in Lagos State and you cannot be touched. No. You think you are in Lagos State, you cannot be touched. I tell you, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. You see the speed at which they are moving. It is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. I want to tell you, look for how to defend yourself. These people are relentless. These jihadists are relentless. I call on President Tinubu, better do, you see, the re-election thing is just on your mind. The politicians they don't have your time. They don't care about you. Let 500 be killed today, they don't care. They don't go about their campaign. To them it's about party. To them it's about party. And we have idiots, useless men in this government that would rather come and, instead of sympathize with the people or provide solution or aggressively attack these people, they would rather come out and banter Peter Obi or banter one party or the other. I'm telling you, if you don't stand and defend yourself and genuinely and vehemently resist Sharia in the West, your situation will be worse than what is happening in the North. You think you know better, isn't it? When we keep shouting, you are playing tribal cards. You think it's because we're against Enugu, we keep talking. And every time we bring up facts, you turn into tribal cards. You think it's about tribalism. You think it's about, because we're speaking against Enugu, you are very foolish. You will still come under this tweet and attack people, no problem. I want to call on the Nigerian military. As much as I know many of you are compromised, I want to call on the Nigerian government. Do not allow the Fulanis, a minority tribe that is causing mayhem, a minority tribe, an infinitesimal amount of people that can be silenced once. We can't allow them to get dominant, to get ground. I told you of Islamization agenda, you think I'm playing, no problem. If Sharia is not abolished intentionally in Nigeria, I am telling you, 20 years from today, we are not ending this problem. If Sharia is not abolished in Nigeria, 20 years from today, this challenge is not ending. We have become a people that is totally a people of no relevance. We have become a mockery to the international communities. Look, I'm talking now, they took the lights. For 60-something years, power supplies cannot be constant in Nigeria. Causing chaos, causing anarchy in Nigeria. The Islamists, these Fulanis. I've talked about that you should also stand accountable for a lot of this thing. You did not hear me. I've spoken that you should hold women accountable for most of this thing. You did not hear me. No problem. We're here. I want to keep telling you that the church must rise up to begin to defend itself. Because if they can do that to a community that are even with Muslims, simply because they rejected Sharia, how do you think it will be for Christian communities? If we don't rise up and begin to initiate the Crusader program gradually at this time, to begin to raise people security networks for the church that will defend Christians in the Christian communities. If you think this is ending anytime soon, you are wasting your time. This what we are going to do is not ending anytime soon. It's not ending anytime soon until you meet their nonsense, their stupidity with a higher level of violence. Until you meet their violence with a higher level of violence before they run away. They will never stop as much as we keep negotiating. We still have about over 100 people that were kidnapped from the church. They are still there. Entering to the church with such audacity and kidnap people that are still there. If you think this is ending anytime soon, you waste your time. If we don't rise and begin to meet their nonsense, their foolishness with a higher level of violence, 20 years from today, 30 years from today, we are not ending this. And I've told you, Nigeria will never be Islamized. We will never divide out of I've said it over and over. This marriage, this entity called Nigeria is a scam. We have been deceiving ourselves for too long. Nobody wants to say, even though many of us know, nobody wants to say it's a scam. If you don't rise up, these guys are not relenting. They'll continue to labor to ensure that they bring Nigeria to a Turkey or to a Lebanon state, and we will not permit that. We will never divide. The church must rise up at this time. All those nonsensical compromises are trying to be diplomatic. These people are not diplomatic with you. You are the one that want to be diplomatic. Now, no problem. We will keep speaking. What we will not do again is to be silent.